Recorded live at VCAM Studio in Burlington, Vermont. The Gloved Fox. Tonight's episode, Rancor of the Raptor. Performed by the BTV Radio Players, starring Amy Mills as Gracie Grant, the Gloved Fox, and Rebecca Reel as Minerva Merriweather, the Raptor. Also starring John Donahue, Nan Murrett, Sue Wilson, and Aaron Reel as your announcer. Sound effects designed and performed by Lara Keenan, Toby McNutt, and Sue Wilson. Music by Kevin MacLeod. Last time.
You just have me to deal with now, Minerva.
I've been looking forward to it, Gracie Grant. Very much.
Imagine Midnight City as a chessboard. The player opposite Gracie Grant is Minerva Merriweather, the most ruthless and driven woman the metropolis has ever produced. Fiercely competitive, Minerva targeted the Gloved Fox as the only quarry worthy of her hunt. Though her dragon Valentine has been removed from the board, the secrets of the Skulk now lay open to her. She is the apex predator, talons sharp as knives. She is the Raptor. We will return to tonight's exciting episode of The Gloved Fox after these messages from our sponsor.
Hey, Tony, what you eating?
It's Fergus gum.
What's Fergus gum?
It's haggis-flavored gum.
Cool. What's haggis?
It's spices and oatmeal and the liver, heart, and lungs of a sheep.
Gross.
And you can send in 50 wrappers for a free Raptor doll.
Really? Hey, give me some Fergus gum.
Nah, buy your own.
Oh, come on.
No way, man. It's fine.
Haggis gum. If you don't buy it for the flavor, buy it for the prize.
When you're down and feeling numb, get yourself some Fergus gum. Nothing beats that haggis flavor. Unwrap a piece and chew and savor.
Wow, you can really taste the sheep's lung.
And now, the BTV Radio Theater production of The Gloved Fox continues. At the Palace Pinnacle, the penthouse apartment of Midnight City's tallest building.
You know who I am.
Of course, Gracie, old friend. Did you think I wouldn't peek under the mask when I brought you to my little jungle hideaway?
Where you tried to hunt and kill me and my associate.
Your golden girl? You may have bested my dragon, my poor dim-witted Valentine. But without her, you would have been completely at my mercy.
And am I now, Minerva? Ha!
You won't beat me in close quarter combat, Gracie. First blood. You may have been garbed in your totemic armor longer than I, but I've been conditioning my mind and body since childhood, mastered several forms of martial arts, and trained in a variety of weapons. The poison dart, for instance.
That tactic will not work on me again.
I have others.
What do you want with me, Minerva?
The challenge that only you can provide. Isn't this fun?
No. You have threatened the lives of people I care about.
To be fair, you wouldn't have played otherwise.
You are a mad woman.
No. I am a woman who could see herself clearly for the first time. With my family's meager fortune, I've built an empire. I have more power in Midnight than the mayor, more than even the governor. But I wanted more, needed more.
Minerva, you have done so much and have everything you could wish for, so why are you doing this?
You were my inspiration. I realized I was blessed with an advanced brain, and there was no man against whom I could adequately test my abilities. But then, on the front page of the Daily Beacon, there you were. The Gloved Fox strikes. I followed your exploits, watching you leap and pounce your way through the night. I fashioned myself after a bird of prey capable of snatching the fox from above with sharp talons and carrying her away to feast upon in my nest at my leisure.
This is insanity.
Come now, you know better than that. You've discovered your true self as I have mine. We both have embraced the animal within. You must see that you are more than human. The power of the gloved fox lifts you above mortal law.
No one is above the law.
The Midnight City Police Department certainly agrees. You are the wanted woman after all. What if I told you I no longer have any ill will toward you?
I wouldn't believe you.
Our tangle in the jungle left me immensely satisfied. I lost someone I considered irreplaceable, true, but I had beaten you badly.
I have recovered, and I am ready for you.
And that is a testament to you, my dear girl. Though soundly defeated, you returned for further punishment, uncowed. That is admirable in an enemy, but can be more valuable in an ally.
You must be joking.
We could be partners, Gracie. Think of all we could accomplish together. Unshackle yourself from your myopic sense of morality.
I would never join a megalomaniac like you.
Go then, before I lose my patience. I don't want to hurt you, but I won't let you stand in my way either.
I will oppose you at every opportunity, Minerva, until your threat has been neutralized.
And what will you do? Kill me? With one of your clever plant poisons? I question your stomach for the task. Gloved fox. Gracie! Vanished without a trace. Impressive. Oh, I am far from finished with you.
At the corner below, the gloved fox's associate, Fergus McMillan, waits in the fox car.
That's some good Melrose. Hey, did you find the evidence of Miss Merriweather's hobby is gloved fox?
She followed me in full costume.
That makes it easy.
She doesn't care that I know Fergus. She's ensured that our conflict remains personal. I cannot prove she has done anything more illegal than I have.
I see, just left. That woman's a psychopath, Mum.
And that is why we must be prepared for anything. Lee! Fergus, Lee Crane could be in danger. How fast can you get us back to Club Umbra?
Before you can say, Jack Robert!
Fergus?
Gah! My chest!
Fergus!
Later, in the waiting room of St. Thecla's Hospital.
Gracie, you've been here for hours. Go home and get some sleep.
I'm fine, Jenny. I want to be here when he wakes up.
He's very lucky it was you who brought him in. The doctors might not have caught the poisoning in time otherwise.
An overdose of digitalis. Of course Minerva would use the foxglove plant to give Fergus a heart attack. This is my fault.
We knew the risks associated with your work. He'll recover, and then we'll be back to business as usual.
Minerva Merriweather had the reputation of being the single most focused and ruthless individual in Midnight, even before she copied my modus operandi. She's figured out who the gloved fox is, and as a result, everyone I'm close to is in danger.
Well, what do we do?
She's only targeted the skulk thus far, so involving the police risks exposing our entire operation. I can only think of one option available to us. To me, the only way to keep you safe.
Gracie, you can't mean...
What did you do to my dad?
Winifred, you're here.
Of course I'm here. I'm the bloody next of kin. Now what kind of shenanigans put him in hospital?
Now hold on, miss. Gracie's not responsible for what happened to Fergus.
And who is this blonde lass, Gracie?
Hey, I'm not that much younger than you.
Winifred McMillan, this is Jenny Golden. She works for Midnight's police department. Jenny, Winifred is Fergus's daughter. She lives in Boston.
All right, Twee Barney Bob. You tell me what happened then.
Your father was poisoned. A villainous type called the Raptor attacked him to get to Gracie. Miss Grant.
You were right to accuse me, though, Winifred. It is my fault. Fergus wouldn't even live in this city if not for me.
Aye, indeed. You should have let him go after he built your little toys.
She could have just let him go. He's family.
Jenny, it's fine. I can speak for myself. My little toys, Winifred?
I'm not going to pretend. I know how hard you and Dad try to hide it from me. But come on, the gauntlets, the car. Once I heard about this gloved foxhaver, I figured it was you and my dad, Grace.
Fergus will be just fine, Freddie. He's in post-operative recovery, but we can see him as soon as he wakes.
I know all that. You think I was going to chat with you lot first? They let me in to see him. He didn't open his eyes, but he heard me. He squeezed my hand.
I'm sorry we didn't tell you.
The old man's letters told me more by not mentioning the mysterious gloved fox. I had to get copies of the Daily Beacon shipped to university to know what was going on.
We call ourselves the Skull.
Jenny!
She's already figured it out, Gracie. Isn't it a relief to share all this with someone?
You exclude me, but letting this wane.
I can only understand about a third of what you're saying, but I know when I'm being insulted, you haggis.
That's it. You're getting walloped.
Girls! This behavior is ridiculous, especially in light of recent events. Jenny employed her considerable investigative skills to uncover our secrets, Winifred, and we thought such a resourceful young woman with ties to the 7th Precinct could be an asset.
You were mad to trust her. She could be some sort of spy, a fox in a hen in a fox den.
That doesn't make any sense.
Are you saying I didn't have sense?
If the cap fits, lassie.
Stop! I will not stand for this squabbling. Given the circumstance, I understand your paranoia, Freddie, but I trust Jenny with my life.
And with my dad's too, don't forget. Look, I don't think he should do this anymore, Grace. It's gotten too dangerous for an old man. If you need someone to craft your gadgetry, I'm a chip off the old block. I'll take his place in your group.
Fergus must decide his role in the Skulk, but you are always welcome here.
Then she should know what you plan to do about the Raptor, so you can tell me too.
Very well, but I'm not sure you'll like it. Jenny, Freddie, I'm going to turn myself in.
No, Gracie, you can't do that.
Aye, what are you trying to do? Sink the ship before I can board it?
I fear we are at the mercy of Minerva Merriweather and her menacing alter ego. I am unwilling to kill her, and we are not prepared to indefinitely imprison her in order to neutralize the very real threat she poses.
Oh, I bet I could come up with something.
Are you sure you want to do this? What if the police choose to arraign you but leave her free? Sergeant Roche won't necessarily believe the words of a fugitive from justice.
My dad's at death's door because of this woman. She must be stopped, Grace. And you know the coppers cannot do anything.
That's why you became the glove fox in the first place.
You are both correct, of course. Forgive my momentary weakness. I am beginning to formulate a plan, but we must act quickly.
You got it.
Good. Let's get to work.
We shall return to tonight's episode shortly, but first, another word from our sponsor.
Billy, no chewing gum at the table.
Aw, Mom, it's my last piece of Fergus gum!
Spit that gum out in the trash now.
Aw.
Now, eat your tuna casserole.
It tastes like haggis.
What are you talking about? Eat your peas.
They taste like haggis too. Everything tastes like haggis.
What did I tell you? You chewed that gum all day long, and now look what you've done. You've ruined your dinner.
Even the cherry pie tastes like haggis.
When you're down and feeling numb, get yourself some Fergus gum. Nothing beats that haggis flavor. It will stay with you forever.
And now, the gloved fox, Rancor of the Raptor, continues. That evening, Gracie Grant and her date, Lee Crane, enjoy a secluded candlelight dinner for two at the Palace Lounge.
Macmillan was poisoned. That's horrible. How is he?
The doctors expect he'll recover fully, eventually, but it was a frightening ordeal.
Oh, I'll say. I would have rushed right over there to the hospital had I known. No wonder he never came back to the club. What happened?
I think someone put something in his tea.
In his... this city will be the death of us. Did he have any enemies?
I don't know, Lee. He's a war hero. He's bound to have some. Wait, there was something he said to me a few days ago.
What was it?
No, I'm sure it means nothing.
Gracie, whoever did this is still out there. Any amount of information, no matter how small, could help us catch the guy.
Yes, of course. For Fergus. He is a bit of an amateur sleuth, you know, with a knack for putting pieces together. I remember we were having lunch, and I mentioned that we hadn't read anything about the gloved fox in a while.
There are my favorite paramours. Out on the town together 2 nights in a row. Somebody call the papers. Oh, never mind. There you are. You are the papers.
Oh, it's nice to see you again, Miss Merriweather.
Minerva, darling, please. If you're seeing my dear friend Gracie, we must become more familiar.
Not too familiar, I hope, Minerva. I'd hate to have to claw your eyes out.
What did I ever do to deserve such attention?
Worry not, Gracie. I have no plans to take that man from you. You're perfect for one another. Allow me to send over a bottle of our finest red on the house as an apology for overstepping my bounds.
How very generous of you. And unnecessary.
Oh, we don't want to be rude, Gracie. That sounds lovely, Minerva.
Oh, good. Listen to that man. He seems to know best.
Do I sense some tension between you two?
Now that you mention it, her demeanor has become rather confrontational as of late. Good Lord, it all makes sense.
Gracie?
Fergus says he knows who the gloved fox is. He then is poisoned shortly after, with digitalis mixed in his tea.
Foxglove. The glove fox reveals his true identity at last.
I can't believe I didn't remember this until now. When he waited for me outside Club Umbra last night, Fergus was given a thermos of tea by one of the employees of the Palace Lounge.
Minerva Merriweather is the glove fox. The glove fox was never a he at all.
It would appear so. She is extremely dangerously. What do we do?
You should slip out and make a phone call to the police. You're not safe here. She might target you next. I'll see that Minerva doesn't leave the restaurant.
I appreciate your desire to protect me, but your disappearance will raise less of an alarm. I know how to keep Minerva occupied. Go!
Well, you're a wonder, Gracie Grant. You're very difficult to win an argument with. Be careful.
Lee, wait! You two. Hopefully Jenny and Winifred have completed their tasks by now.
For you, darlings, from the Hospice de Beaune, a 1915 Curve Charlotte Dumais. Where's your reporter man? Sent off on some wild goose chase so we can be alone again?
Something like that. He shan't be long. Sit.
Gracie. How commanding you are, in my establishment no less. Your overconfidence surprises me, Gracie. Are you here to avenge your dim-witted Highlander? I am more than prepared for you.
Attacking my oldest and dearest friend was a dire mistake, Minerva. But even more so was your choice of poison. I understand that it was meant perhaps as a pointed message, a reminder that in every way you are my superior.
Obvious, I know.
But not to everyone. The problem with messages is that they may be intercepted and misinterpreted.
Intercepted by whom?
The police, Minerva. The surgeons who saved Fergus' life were able to determine the cause of his heart attack, well known to be the calling card of the gloved fox.
You're the gloved fox, darling.
Am I? Where do you suppose the police will find her crime-fighting equipment? Her costume, her gauntlets, her potent poisons? I have trusted sources that assure me those items reside a few stories above us, in the palace pinnacle.
No!
Your play was too aggressive, Minerva. I only seized the opportunity you presented. You wanted to defeat the gloved fox? Congratulations. To the victor go the spoils.
It'll be my word against yours, Gracie, and I own this city.
You've taken midnight by brute force, just as a mugger steals a purse. There's not a person here that doesn't resent you for it.
Fight back! You're weak! I beat you! I will always beat you!
Checkmate.
Later, in Fergus McMillan's hospital room.
And then she fled. Roche is organizing a task force to track her down.
And the Glove Fox too, I imagine.
One and the same now, Dad.
You took a pretty big risk letting her attack you like that, Gracie. What if the police hadn't arrived in time?
I knew she didn't want to kill me, Jenny. Minerva was obsessed with forever playing out this dangerous game between us. Even though she's now a fugitive, we haven't heard the last from her.
And the Fox den's completely cleared out then?
Only the conspicuously foxy stuff.
For a criminal mastermind, Ms. Merriweather has a horrible security system.
Hey, but what about the lie you had me tell about the thermos? I did not get it from the club.
Minerva isn't that sloppy, but I doubt she can build a defense on that. She is the one who poisoned the thermos. I'm sorry to put you in that position, Fergus. It'll be the last time I bend the law to suit our purposes, no matter how noble or necessary.
But what does that mean for the Skulk?
Perhaps we could change our name?
Trained in the arts of combat and illusion by the mystic monks of Pawamarpa, socialite Gracie Grant tackles Midnight City's criminal element as a crusader of justice. Though her methods put her at odds with the law, she has allies in her clandestine operation. Jenny Golden, Fergus McMillan, and his daughter Winifred. These are their ongoing heroic exploits. Music appearing in this program: Villainous Treachery, copyright 2010, Vortex, copyright 2005, and Plans in Motion, copyright 2008, all composed by Kevin MacLeod. This has been a BTV Radio Theater production. The views and opinions expressed in this program are those of the producers and/or the persons appearing on the program and do not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of Vermont Community Access Media. Gracie Grant returns to face the mysterious menace of Phantoma.